news, and sometimes the news finds you.
All stations can keep up. At Adaba FM, we'll not only give you news at the speed of nanosecond, but we also break it down with up-to-date analysis, informed opinions, and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. Adaba 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
It's 3 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Adeola Adekunle with Adaba News at 3 in the news. Lassa fever claims over 100 lives across Nigeria. Race for National Assembly leadership odds up. Supreme Court affirms Oyebanji as Ekiti State Governor.
This is the news.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said that the incoming administration must work to facilitate national moral rearmament and reconciliation following the divisiveness occasioned by the just concluded general elections. This is said had the potential to bring about healing and to assuage Nigerian youth who were angered by the shortcomings of the elections. Obasanjo stated this while delivering his speech at a conference in Abuja. He added that governors in Nigeria now required thinking outside the box to rescue the nation in terms of its plunging economy and huge national debt burden. He added that there must also be the political will in action, as well as administrative efforts to reform the public service and turn it into a capability-ready unit. Now, no fewer than 823 confirmed cases of Lassa fever were recorded out of 4,108 suspected cases from 98 local government areas in 24 states in Nigeria. This is according to the Lassa fever epidemiological report released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention on Thursday. The Lassa fever report from January to March the 26, 2023 showed that 144 persons have succumbed to the disease with a case fatality ratio of 17.5%. The report also showed that 38 healthcare workers have been affected so far in the year. According to the World Health Organization, Lassa fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic illness caused by the Lassa virus, a member of the arenavirus family of viruses. Humans usually become infected with the Lassa virus through exposure to food or household items contaminated with the urine or feces of infected mastomys rats. The disease is endemic in the rodent population in parts of West Africa. The leadership of the ruling All Progressives Congress is yet to decide on key issues that may shape the race for leadership positions in the National Assembly. On Wednesday, the ruling party said there was no special committee on ground for zoning, saying it was taking time in order to do the right thing. The delay by the APC making known its zoning arrangements for Senate presidency and House of Representatives Speaker's position has crowded the contest. No fewer than 16 lawmakers-elect from all parts of the country have so far declared for the positions. In the Senate, Orji Uzor Kalu of Abia State, Barau Jibrin of Kano, Sani Musa of Niger, Ali Ndume Borno, and Dave Umahi Ebonyi have publicly declared their bids for Senate presidency. Others believed to be eyeing the coveted office, but are yet to publicly declare their interest are Abdulaziz Yari Zamfara, Gosla Kwabio Akwa Ibom, and Osita Izunazo of Imo State. In the House of Representatives, the Deputy Speaker Ahmed Idris Wase, Mukhtar Betara, Abubakar Maki Yelema, Yusuf Gaji, Sada Soli Jibia, Abdurrahim Olawuyi, Abbas Tajuddin, Olaide Akinremi, and Aminu Sani Jaji are jostling for the Speaker's seat. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives members-elect of the People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party, and other opposition parties have formed an alliance ahead of the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly with the aim of determining the leadership of the Parliament. Against the background of the moves by the ruling All Progressives Congress to zone the House leadership, the opposition lawmakers insisted that they have the numbers to override the APC's plan to do whatever they want. The lawmakers-elect met in Abuja on Tuesday night, where they fine-tuned strategies for using their numbers as bargaining power in their negotiations with the speakership aspirants. It was gathered that the opposition lawmakers-elect at the meeting planned to work together to influence the election of the 10th House of Representatives leadership. So far, no fewer than 10 persons have indicated interest in being the Speaker of the Green Chamber. At their Tuesday strategy meeting, the lawmakers-elect unanimously formed a group known as 10th Assembly, Greater Majority. Now, air travelers across the country will have to seek alternative means of transportation following the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN denying petroleum marketers access to various airports over incremental tariffs. Reports say the access restriction started today at the Abuja airport and plans are underway to extend it to other airports managed by FAN. Nigeria has 32 airports, 26 of which are operated by FAN and 5 of which are functional international airports. It also has a state-owned airport located in Akwa Ibom State. Currently, the ramp-up parking pad in Abuja Airport is now congested as most airlines have more than 2 aircraft on ground. Findings show that the airport authority is currently restricting access to all fuel marketers. The federal government has directed all ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, implementing increases in salaries, allowances, and fringe benefits without its approval to desist from such acts. The chairman, National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission, NSIWC, Mr. Ekpo Nta, gave the warning at a 2-day training workshop for salaries inspectors in Abuja. Reports say the workshop is for the execution of the Phase 2 of the 2022 Salary Inspection Program. The report said that the Commission, through the salary inspection programs, found out that some agencies are implementing unapproved salaries, allowances, and fringe benefits. You're listening to Araba News at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramokin. After the break, Supreme Court affirms Oyebanji as Ekiti State Governor. Join us in the second part of the bulletin.
Everybody, denki wire. Now so the only thing with denki sabi na wire and cable. Of the company where they manufacture wire and cable for Nigeria, denki na number 1. No wonder we electrical contractors they recommend denki wire and cable. Now then choice denki. Now Gunke member of Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria with a government endorsement bar, plus including Boku Award with them carry. My friend, if you they talk wire and cable, they talk denki for surface cable, control cables, armor cable, if na overhead conductor, single core cable plus including multiple core cable. Na denki they do quality and reliable. Then factory address na Olufo area, kilometer 1, Akura Ife Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 091-6385-5995. Website na www.denkiwire.com. They need distributors nationwide. Denki, let there be light.
The news on Adaba 88.9 FM.
glad to have you back for news updating live streaming. Visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabaFM 88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba 889 FM on Instagram, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. You can provide us information via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. And to the rest of the bulletin, Ekiti State Governor Biodun Ibanji says his administration will do everything possible to ensure that the Ekiti Cargo International Airport project commenced full operational service. Governor Ibanji gave the assurance during the turning of the sword of the Nigeria Air Force Base at the premises of the airport along Ijon Road in Ado-Ekiti. The governor, who highlighted the significance of the establishment of the Air Force Base in Ekiti, said that this would further strengthen the security architecture of the state and secure the environment. Governor Ibanji added that the decision to have airport in the state was primarily for economic, security and tourism development, adding that the full commencement of operation at the airport would open Ekiti State to the global world market.
Consequently, when I assumed office, one of my first journeys to Abuja was to the office of the Chief of Air Staff to urge him to hasten the process of establishing their operational base in Ekiti Airport as promised. It therefore delights me greatly that today's event is in fulfillment of our strategic vision of expanding security architecture and air military presence in Abia State. It will be recalled that one of the reasons we opted for this airport, which is situated on 4,072 hectares of land, with the capacity to land any aircraft, including military, is to secure our people and grow our economy.
The Chief of Air Staff Isiaka Mo said that taking over of the 1,257 hectares of land provided by the state government for the Nigeria Air Force Base in Ekiti was remarkable. He noted that the proposed Nigerian Air Force Base in Ekiti would provide operational support services to Nigerian Air Force platforms operating in the southwest geopolitical zone of the country. The Supreme Court has affirmed the election of Ekiti State Governor Biodun Ibanji of the All Progressives Congress as the winner of the June 18, 2022 governorship election. The seven-man panel led by Justice Datijo Musa Mohammed dismissed the appeal filed by the candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Chief Shagoni. Justice Datijo said reasons for the dismissal of Oni's appeal at the Apex Court will be given on a date to be communicated to parties later. Other justices on the panel were in agreement with the judgment. Governor Ibanji had earlier won at the Election Petition Tribunal, the Court of Appeal, before achieving victory at the Supreme Court. In the meantime, the Lagos State Magistrates Court in Yaba has ordered that the Ezegbo of Ajao Estate, Frederick Nwajago, be remanded at the Koyi Correctional Center. Nwajago was arrested last Saturday following a viral video in which he threatened to invite members of the indigenous people of Biafra to Lagos to secure properties of Igbo people living in the state. The 67-year-old was arraigned on Wednesday before the magistrate court, presided over by P. Nwanka. The police charged him with 2 counts bordering on misconduct and intention to cause a breach of peace in Lagos State. The 4-man police prosecution team, led by the OC Legal, Yetunde Cardoso, told the court that Nwajago committed the offense on March the 26th, 2023 at number 2 Akim Shitu Street, Ajao Estate, Lagos. Sports. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have dropped 5 positions on the latest FIFA World Rankings. The Super Eagles are now the 40th best team in the April ranking published by FIFA today. Recall that Nigeria was the 35th best team in the world in December ranking, However, Joseph Assaro's side is currently the 6th best team in Africa, while Morocco is number 1 in Africa and now the 11th best team in the world. Behind Morocco are Senegal, Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, and Nigeria. Argentina is the number 1 best team in the world, followed by France, Brazil, Belgium, England, Netherlands, Croatia, Italy, Portugal, and Spain, making the top 10. Others that made the list from 11 to 20 positions are Morocco, Switzerland, USA, Germany, Mexico, Uruguay, Colombia, Senegal, Denmark, and Japan. Still in sport, Chelsea FC have announced that Frank Lampard has been named caretaker manager until the end of the season. The move marks a return to Stamford Bridge for Frank, who enjoyed an illustrious playing career with the Blues, winning the Premier League on 3 occasions and the UEFA Champions League in Munich. He managed the club for 84 games, including guiding the team to an FA Cup final. Co-controlling owners Todd Boehly and Vedad Eghbali disclosed this in a statement. And to end, Adaba News are 3, a recap of our top stories. Nigeria has recorded 823 cases of Lassa fever and 144 deaths across Nigeria. The race for the leadership of the National Assembly has begun among the ruling APC and the opposition parties. And we told you that the Supreme Court has affirmed the election of Ekiti State Governor Biodun Ebanji of the All Progressives Congress as the winner of the June 18, 2022 governorship election. And that's Adaba News at 3. It was edited by Sunday Ajiboye. I'm Adeola Adekunle. Thank you so much for listening. Good afternoon.